Hey, welcome back to Devotions from History. On May 7th of 1840, Russian composer Peter Tchaikovsky was born. Now, Tchaikovsky wrote across a wide range of genres, and he's responsible for some of the most popular classical and theatrical music that we have. He wrote Swan Lake, The Sleeping Beauty, the 1812 Overture, but he is probably best remembered for that perennial Christmas classic, The Nutcracker. Even though, as one recent music historian has said, the second half of the Nutcracker is about as easy to follow as Yoda explaining differential equations. But nonetheless, it is fabulous music. But Tchaikovsky actually disliked Nutcracker from the beginning. He was commissioned by the Russian Imperial Ballet in 1888 to write a composition for that classic fairy tale, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. Tchaikovsky didn't want to do it, but he did want the salary. So for 3 years he tried, but he just couldn't get into it and compose anything. Finally he was given a choice: compose or give back the advance salary. Well, that was unthinkable because he'd already spent it. So he sat down to write, and after it was done he wrote a letter to his nephew in which he said, "I have finished finally the sketches for this piece yesterday. I know I bragged to you that I could write it in 5 days, but alas, it has taken me 2 weeks. Nutcracker is incomparably inferior to anything I've ever written before, and if I find that if all I can serve up is this warmed-up fare, I shall give up composing altogether." Well, no need to fear, Tchaikovsky. Nutcracker has done quite well for your reputation. But often we are like that. Those of us who have been given gifts, sometimes even great gifts, like Tchaikovsky was, tend to wonder if we can ever live up to our reputation and past accomplishments. And it is tempting to want to give up and rest on our laurels when it could be that our greatest masterpiece is still ahead of us. So, today, take those gifts that you have been given. Maybe you're not a composer like Tchaikovsky, but God has given you something. Use it. And don't ever give up and think that you can't live up to what you've done in the past, because you never know but that your greatest days of making history just might be ahead of you. I'll see you next week on Devotions from History.